21st. Oh, Zeb, where's 21st? There you go. Zeb? Nice. Gotta get them out. Oh, tinsel's down, Todd. Your treat. Going down your nose. Boy. I'm Jodie Falconer, and let me introduce. Okay, so for today's vlog, we thought we'd show you what I bought at Olympia, which I think is quite a lot. So this is following on from yesterday's vlog, which was the Olympia vlog. So I think I said in yesterday's vlog, I did do quite a lot of shopping because actually these are all my Christmas presents. Scott was buying me my Christmas presents, my mum was buying me a few Christmas presents, and I think my grandma was. So we thought we'd show you each item and try and remember how much they were and where we got them from. So if you're interested, you can get them. I can't use or wear any of them. I mean, I'm surprised my mum's even let me re-look at them and show you, because she doesn't normally let me do that, but I said it's for Vlogmas, so she let me. So let's start. Where to start? We've got a lot of stuff. This is relatively not that interesting. This actually I did buy for myself. So Sparky has now been sold, and they got his bridle with him, so I needed a new bridle. So I got a pony bridle. The make is Windsor, so they're really not the best quality, but they're fine for riding at home, like little unaffiliated competitions. They're absolutely fine, and for the money, I definitely think they're worth it. This was £20, which for a bridle, and it feels like the noseband's quite nice. It's padded, a bit padded as well. I don't know whether you can see that. Yeah, and I actually had one for Zeb years and years and years ago, which I think we now use as our lunging bridle. So yeah, I think if you just want a bridle to ride at home or hacking, and not necessarily well, it would be fine for competition if you want it for competition as well. But for £20, bargain. So I got that for the ponies. Not sure who's going to wear that yet, but that's for the ponies. That didn't come with reins, so I then got a pair of reins. So I'm really fussy with reins. I don't like them too thick or too hard. I've got sensitive hands. Can't ever ride without gloves. So I am quite picky. So, I mean, these are pony reins. These did cost me £15, which makes the bridle £35. If I'm riding the ponies, which I don't all the time, but if I am, yeah, I just don't like them. I've got a load of reins that I don't use because they're too hard. So these are like just normal rubber reins, but these ones are quite flexible. I don't know whether you can see that. Because some are just really stiff and then they hurt your hands. So they're to go with the pony bridle. Another pair of reins for Zeb, who's actually broken his dressage bridle at the minute. So that is on my list, but I couldn't find any I liked. He broke the cheek piece and the headpiece, so that's really annoying. So I need to buy him a new one. I'd quite like one similar to Maximus's or Todd's, but I got them at tack sale secondhand, and they don't actually say what make they are. So that's proving a little difficult. But I got him a pair of reins. These cost £25 because these are, I don't know if you can see, like the bobbles are a lot smaller. So these are even more flexible. And flexible like that way as well. You can even bend them in half. So I either get for him reins like this with the bobbles really small, or buy a grip reins, but they were like £45, and trying to save the old money at the minute because it's Christmas and I bought loads of presents. That I actually bought myself, and then the rest of my stuff is my Christmas presents. So where to start? Let's go with this. Scott got me, which is quite a nice pink and grey base layer. Is that what they're called? Yeah. Yep. From Noble Outfitters. So we got this from Equestrian clearance at Olympia. I love when I go to Olympia, I always go to the Equestrian clearance stall because they just have so much good stuff. That's where I get a lot of my jobbers actually. So this was the Noble Outfitters. So I got this, Scott got this for me for £20. I'm not sure how much that would be on the actual website. We might try and have a look and see how much that is. But yeah, I did get that on a bit of a discount, so which I think is great. And it's sort of, well, half my colours. I love a bit of pink, so that's good. It's got half a zip there, so that's good for the winter or like spring. You could just wear that. I also go skiing, which I'm going skiing in like about 3 or 4 weeks, I think. So I can use that for skiing. Laura's not too happy about that because then that means I leave her on her own. No, I have got Anna to help. So these were also from Equestrian clearance that my grandma got me. I don't know whether you can see them. Also Noble Outfitters. I love Noble Outfitters. I'm even wearing a pair of Noble Outfitters jumpers right now. These are their winter soft shell ones, which is what I was really hoping to get, actually, but they didn't have any. They only had men's. I love their leggings, so I've got 2 pairs of the pink leggings and a pair of the grey. So blue's not overly my colour, but I quite like a bright colour, and these actually I managed to get for £25 because they were doing 2 for £50, and my friend Izzy got a pair as well. That was a bargain. They were also from Equestrian clearance. They've got a foam pocket there, and then they're just really lightweight, but they're not too thin, so they're still all right to wear actually in the winter. They're not too cold, and they've got a nice suede patch there. I love the fact that they have belt loops because I like wearing a belt. Okay, so I'll show you both because these are actually the same. I've got some presents going on to the side there. Lemieux jumpers, which I actually got, just lay them out as well. I got a white and a black pair. These were from my mum. These were from the Lemieux stand. I've never had any Lemieux breeches actually, but I needed some more white breeches because some of mine are fading a little bit. So I was looking, but I wasn't really sure. I was actually going to get a pair of Chill Out, which Lauren has got on right now. Her Chill Out breeches, not...
You know how to show them.
She's got the blue one. So I looked at getting the white ones. They didn't have my size, so then I went to the Lemieux shop and found these, which have a little bit of grey, so I thought they were a bit different. Have grey back pockets, which I really liked. So they're quite lightweight, so very good for the summer when I'm eventing. They won't be too warm, and they just fitted really nicely. They've got silicone grip all the way down the leg, which I've never actually, and a bit on the bum. I haven't ridden in that, so I hope I like it, but I'm sure I will. Make you stick to the saddle a bit more. So yeah, and I really liked the white pair, and I liked them so much I then tried the black pair on. You always need jumpers, don't you? These were actually £100 per pair, which is quite a lot. I think it is worth it, especially if you're for a nice pair of competition breeches, or, you know, I'm in them every single day, and they were really comfy, really lightweight. So it's Christmas, so my mum treated me. Next up, we've got a whip. So as well as eventing, I also do some BS, and BS have now changed their whip rule. So you have to have, well, Lauren might correct me because I'm not, Lauren told me about this. I think you have to have this style that's like more like a racing whip, is it? Yeah. Yeah, so you have to have this style rather than just a normal, like thinner one with like a bit at the end, because I'm quite picky with whips and I don't like them if they're too heavy, and I find this is quite heavy, but I found this is actually quite short because I don't overly need a whip. I only carry it just for like a backup if you really needed it. Like at Blair, I just had to give him a little bit of a tap because he backed off, so I don't overly need it, but I like to carry one. So this was quite good because it was just really short, so it's not too heavy. So I got that actually from the same place. Scott, we're trying to vlog here. We would have been planning that for 5 minutes down there. This was £18.95, which I also got from where I got the bridles from, which was a place called Libby's. I don't know whether they do an online shop, but they're always at loads of shows I go to, and they always have good quality stuff for reasonable prices. I think oh no, I've got 2 more things. I'm saving the best till last. You know, Lauren. Right, this was also from Scott. I went Lemieux crazy. A Lemieux show shirt, which goes with the jumpers I got, because again, this is Well, I don't know what material you'd call that. Anyone know? Scott doesn't know, apparently. It's like really
silky.
Silky, yeah. It's like very thin. So very good. I mean, I think it would be quite cold now in the winter unless you wore a top underneath it. But very good for the summer when it's really hot. And I went for the navy instead of the white just to, you know, be a bit different, be a bit out there.
No, you went for the navy because they didn't have the ties in white.
No, I quite liked
be
the
a bit
navy.
And to copy Lauren.
And to copy Lauren. Well, and the white didn't have my size anyway. Scott, can you remember how much this was? £40?
That was £40.
£40 from the Lemieux website as well, which I think for a good quality show shirt is quite good because some of them, like you look at the price tag we looked at on Thursday, they're like £80, £90, which I think is quite excessive for a show shirt. It's got a bit of detail with this stripy bit at the top and on the arms. Okay, now we've got the best till last. So, yeah, but I can't because I don't want to look at them because that was a surprise.
What are you talking about?
Scott got me a surprise that I'd looked at some earrings and then didn't buy them.
You
and
told her?
No,
I didn't.
We'll tell what happened. So, Lauren knew. So then I think Mum snuck up and got them for him, so I didn't know. And then Mum was on the phone to Scott yesterday on loudspeaker talking about some Amazon parcel and then blurted out and said, oh, by the way, I'll bring the earrings over later. And Scott was like, we're on loudspeaker. So I now know. But we're going to pretend I don't and I'm not going to open them because I don't want to see them until Christmas Day. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties then. Lastly, I was very spoilt. Well, Zeb was very spoilt, and I got a Kentucky rug, which I keep seeing these on Facebook and think, oh my God, how nice would Zeb look? I'd love one, but never really looked into it because one, I thought, I mean, this was expensive, but I thought it would be ridiculously expensive and stupidly hard to keep clean, and I just kind of never, but I always saw them and wanted them, and then we saw the stand and I saw it and Mum was like, get it. We're gonna get it out. Look how nice that is. We will, once I get it for a Christmas present, because Mum won't let me now, I will put it on Zeb and show you all. But it's basically like a thin stable rug, not that he will actually sleep in it because then it will get covered in poo, with this lovely sheepskin collar, would you call that? Fleecy inside, and the woman actually said it's really good to put on. It like buffs them and gets them really shiny for when you get to a show, and she did.
You bought that, did you?
Yeah, I think so. No, I think that's true, actually. Well,
it buffs the horse.
Well,
stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned to find out. She said it is machine washable with this sheepskin. So again, I'm taking her word. I probably need to do a bit of research of how exactly you wash it. But anyway, I love it. It's got nice gold buckles with some nice leather bits there. It's non-stick, so actually if they do roll in their bed, the bedding won't stick to it. Although I don't think I'd want him to be rolling in his bed in it. So this I'm just going to use for travelling to shows and when he's at competitions and like when I do my trot up and stuff and he's just prancing around looking nice. It definitely is not going to get muddy or anything like that because it did cost quite a lot of money. So this did actually cost £180, which is ridiculous, I know. And I would never have bought it for myself for £180. However, I really wanted it. And Scott can't believe we spent £180 on a rug. But it's Christmas and we've got it. So I don't really know what else to say. I've been very spoiled. Zeb has been very spoiled. It does look lovely and Zeb is the star of the show, so does deserve it really. He did come second at Gatcombe and third at Blair and done a 4-star, so what can we say? Once we've tried it on him and worn it, we'll let you know what we think of it and whether it is machine washable, it is non-stick, and it does buff them. Scott's a bit sceptical about that. I actually have got a pair of boots as well, but I don't have them here because they've been made to order. So I got them from Joshua Jones, they were really helpful. I would definitely recommend because I needed new competition boots. I only have one pair and I'm using them for the yard at home and competition, so they just don't look that nice now for competition. So I needed a new pair and we were meant to go ages ago to get them, but I broke my leg and then my muscle in my calf and the whole leg had disintegrated a little bit.
Was it the boot that you chose on the vlog?
Yeah, so in the
So Lauren can
previous
put a picture of
vlog,
it
yep,
up, yeah.
we'll also say in the
Lauren,
previous
put a picture
vlog,
up. 3, 2, 1, now.
of the one that I tried this style on, and like what detail I wanted, but they didn't have my size in the boot, so I tried on another boot to get the sizing, and then we've ordered them, so they'll be here in 6 to 8 weeks. So I should have them for the beginning of the event season and for Bury Farm Bareback Challenge, which I'm going to do again on Zebedee, and try and better my 4th place. So Laura and I need to start practicing. So again, we'll show you them when we've got them, and when I ride in them and stuff like that, and give you a full review of those. So I hope you've enjoyed the vlog, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I bought. If you have any questions of where we got any of the stuff from, or what we think about it, then just let us know. Like I say, it is for Christmas, so I can't actually, Scott's throwing pillows at me, I can't use any of the stuff until after Christmas Day, so you will have to bear with me a little bit. But yeah, hope you like it, and I'll see you for the next one.